Well, good morning and welcome to this video. I say good morning, but it's just morning here. I'm not sure when you are coming. Oh, look at that light. I'm not sure when you're tuning into this, but I hope that you're well wherever you are. Today's reading is going to be really different. Full disclosure, I've never channeled into a message sort of reading like this before. I've never even done this on myself, curiously enough. So I am intrigued to see what we find, and I'm going to be trying to read the cards intuitively. I've got a couple of decks, so I think I'll just kind of spice it up and get some hopefully juicy messages for you guys. So we do have 3 piles. I'm going to persist with the natural lighting for now because I just feel like I need the sun. I haven't been out in like a week. So for pile 1 here, actually, you know what we will do is at the start of your readings, if you watched my last video, what I did was I inserted a clip, just like a photo of your spread, and that is what I'll do for each of the piles because the lighting is so crazy. I do like natural lighting, but it is hard to see the cards. I can understand that. So I will insert a photo of your spread depending on which pile you pick at the beginning of your reading. So we do have 3 piles today that I'm doing. I like to keep it short, so I'm just going to stick with the 3 piles for now. For number 1, we have this beautiful hand-painted stone. My sister did it. These just radiate a beautiful energy to me because of the fact that they were hand-painted by her. So it's like a crocodile, basically. The green stone is for pile number 1. Pile number 2 has this beautiful image of like a sort of burnt out tree, but for some reason it's really striking and energizing to me. And for pile 3 we have this beautiful design, this leaf pattern. So take time to really check up on an energy within the reading. What am I trying to say? I'm getting distracted by these large trucks going past. Once again, I'm apologizing for the background noise. Okay, so take time to sort of feel the energies of each pile. Decide within yourself which pile you would like to tap into and check the timestamps below. Thank you. Okay, so welcome pile 1, and thank you for tuning in today to this pick a card reading. Just a reminder, this reading is addressing the question, what is your person's sexual fantasy towards you? Now, for viewers who picked pile 1, I just want to start by saying that for most of you, your person has very strong feelings about you. For some of you, your person loves you. But for most of you, your person has this strong desire to make love to you. They want to really connect with you. They want to be with you in that way. And I think for most of the people who picked this pile, it's been a long time coming. Anyway, we're going to get into the reading. Today I'm using my Rider-Waite Tarot deck. These are the 3 decks that I prefer to use more often. I do have oracle cards, but I don't think we'll use them in this reading. I do have some handwritten messages as well for the end of the reading, which we'll get into. Alright, so off the cuff, your person's fantasy is being close with you. I think that this person romanticizes, or not necessarily romanticizes, but they fantasize and daydream about being with you a lot. They have this this fantasy of coming back into your life and rescuing you or taking care of you in a weird way. They not in a weird way, but just in a way that you may not be aware of, that they feel like this. I do feel like your person has they have this fantasy of fighting for you. Like they have this fantasy of like a fight scene, and then at the end when they win the fight, they get the girl, and then they get to go with you and have this special intimate moment with you. They really feel strongly about you. This isn't going to be, it will be fiery sex. Their fantasy is definitely very passionate. There's a lot of Wands energies here. We have the 7 of Wands, we have the 9 of Wands, we have the King of Wands in the Queen Slipper deck. And we have the Seven of Wands twice, so there's this feeling of they have to fight for you. They have to earn the right to be with you in that way. They see you as the Queen of Pentacles, so you're quite a nurturing figure, and they want to take care of you. You've come up as the Queen of Cups as well, so I do feel that they have strong emotions for you. They feel very compassionate towards you, and they do want to take care of you. I don't think they want to involve other people at all. I think they want this to be very private. They want to kind of like whisk you away after the fight and just have these moments with you. It's been a long time coming, so I wouldn't be surprised if their fantasy involves like just locking down for like a couple of days and just having passionate sex for like a whole weekend. We have two Knights cards here. We have the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. So I do feel like for a lot of them it's been a long time coming, and they just want to be able to rush in and give you this offer. For some of you, this is literally just a fantasy. Like, this person wouldn't ever strike you as the kind of person who would be the passionate sex type, who would be the type to want to fight for you. For some of you, they're very stuck in their head about it, and this is literally just a fantasy that they dream about recurrently, I feel, to the point where it filters into their daydreams and it becomes a daydream fantasy as well. They really, this is a separate side note, but they really want a new beginning with you as well. This is mostly a sexual fantasy. I'm not going to read too much into the dynamic between you two, but they do see you highly and they want a new beginning with you. They feel like with everything that's going on right now in their current world and their situation in their community, they feel like this would be the ultimate reward. Like, they couldn't think of anyone else or anything else that they would want to do more right now than to be with you intimately. And it's not just sex, it's not just casual sex, it's very passionate, but there's a sense of caring, of devotion, of adoration, of nurturing. Like, they just want to be with you in that way right now. And maybe they want the opportunity to express how they feel post-sex as well, I feel. I feel like they would use that as a segue to go, yeah, so how do you feel about me? For my Destiny cards, you would have seen in the picture at the beginning of the reading, we got, the bottom deck energy was care, and then we also got clarity, pleasure, and gentleness. So I'm feeling two messages here. For some of you, this person is in a state of awakening their consciousness, I guess. In some ways, they're only just now realizing how much they care for you. They've recently gained clarity over how much they want you in this way and how much they care for you in this way. For others of you, they want to give you clarity on how they're feeling, because I feel like for a majority even, this is quite shocking. Like, you don't see this person as this caring, passionate, fighting for you, devoting themselves to you individual. They want the kind of sex that would bind you together, that would bring you together, that would like confirm that you are meant to be together. Like, it's been a long time coming, I feel. Yeah, there's a real element of fighting for you, defending you. I don't know why this is a fantasy of theirs. So they do dream about you a lot. Can I just add? They really dream about you a lot. And they would take care of you first, if you know what I mean. Like, they would make sure that your needs are met before they would address their own. There's two nines here, so I'm getting the kind of vibe that they enjoy the struggle. Like, without being creepy, they enjoy having to prove themselves to you. They enjoy that almost got it kind of feeling. They kind of like that you're just out of reach. With those nines, it feels like the cycle isn't quite complete, but there's still persistence to continue. And that's kind of a part of the pleasure for them, is that it isn't just handed on a silver platter to them. They do have to fight for it. And it helps them to recognize exactly what they want and what they're willing to fight for. With these two fours here, I feel like although this is their fantasy and this may be what they're thinking, I feel like in person, they may be quite still. I don't want to, listen, I got to say it, they may be quite stagnant. I don't like that word though. But I feel like they're not action orientated. They're not really making actions towards you. And so that's why it's quite shocking to hear this for most of you. All right, so I'm going to get into the other side of your reading, which is channeled messages. Written messages, should I say. These are all channeled technically. So for the written messages, bottom deck energy was, you hurt me, but that's okay, I guess. And it's in reverse. So I interpret this card personally as the Nine of Wands card. So we technically got the Nine of Wands twice. This is someone who isn't giving up. They really feel strongly about you. And I think that, I hope you'll wait for me. What the heck? I hope you'll wait for me. That's the Three of Wands. Okay, interesting. That could be a very direct message that you needed to hear. But listen, going back to the Nine of Wands reversed, I feel like the main reason that this came up in that way, especially after some of the other cards, I haven't really seen all the cards you got, but I noticed that some of them, they kind of have this underlying message of they really want to take care of you. They want to protect you. That's what it feels like here. Like they want to be with you. All right, so, oh wow, you may have seen this already. First card you got was, I want to get you drunk. Okay, so this is an 18 plus reading. In Australia specifically, you are able to drink when you're 18. So I'm just putting that as a disclosure. Listen, if you are not 18, you shouldn't be watching this video anyway. I want to get you drunk. Wild. You are so very special. That's the World card, you guys, and that's the Devil card, so that's interesting. I am absolutely in love with you, but this card was reversed. So I do feel like they're still recognizing these feelings within them. For most of you, this person doesn't really know, that doesn't have a label for how they feel, but they do know, and they are awakened to the fact that they really, really care about you, and they really want to have sex with you. They're very attracted to you, okay? Especially with that King of Wands. So the King of Wands, listen, I feel like he's the kind of guy who loves to be pampered himself. So as much as you're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Hearts, I feel like he's the kind of guy who would love you to pay attention to his member, for lack of, I'm not going to get too graphic, but just really giving him attention in that way, gassing him up, helping him feel like he's this mighty, passionate man. He thrives off the foreplay, I feel. And I feel like he would love, after he's taken care of you foreplay-wise, he would love for you to take care of him. And he would just go crazy over that passionate beginning, and it would lead into some pretty wild sex, if I'm honest, especially if we've got the Devil card showing up here in direct messages. This person is so passionate about you. They enjoy the build-up to the moment, though. They want to fight for you. They imagine like a fight scene and having to like win you and you're the prize, and it's like, oh my god. And I know that's objectifying, but like they see you as the ultimate achievement, or no, that sounds objectifying too. How can I word this? Like you're the ultimate goal, basically, and they're willing to put in the work to be with you in that way. Anyway, this is a sex reading, you guys. This isn't a relationship reading. The next card you got was the Two of Pentacles. I need more balance. Oh wow, I just got a really graphic image. So this person has fantasies of picking you up and like mid-air going at it. I'm seeing like kitchen benches, I'm seeing shower scenes, like they just have this fantasy of lifting you up and going at it that way. Yeah, wow, interesting. I need more balance. That's a weird way to spark that. Oh wow, so you got Four of Swords again, you guys. I lie awake thinking about our future. You have the Four of Swords and the Queen Slipper deck too. So this person is very reflective at this present moment. This is something that falls into their fantasies daydream-wise. They spend a lot of time daydreaming about their sexual fantasies with you. And I do think that they're curious about you in terms of what a relationship would look like, but we're not really tapping into that energy. We're more so looking at their sexual desires towards you. So I do feel like they would want to explore those feelings with you, but primarily there's a lot of passion to just be with you in a sexual nature. So I think I'm going to keep it there. We'll keep this reading short and sweet because the other two piles tend to run over time, and it's not fair for pile 1. You guys start fresh and you get the shortest video. So my goal is to keep all the videos around 10 to 15 minutes, but we'll see. So thank you so much, pile 1, for tuning in. I do have other videos up at the moment that can maybe address some questions you have about the relationship side or the connection side of this, sort of excluding the sexual side. If you'd like to check those videos out, that might be able to offer some of you a bit of clarity on your situation. I'm also open to suggestions on videos that I should make next as well. I do have my Instagram linked below, so please follow me. We can keep in contact that way as well. And look after yourselves, you guys. I'll see you on the next reading. Bye! Before we get stuck into it, welcome pile 2, and thank you for tuning in to your reading today. The question we are asking Spirit is, what is their sexual fantasy towards you? And I just want to add, I feel like with this pile I need to say this. There is nothing wrong with having sexual desires, sexual fantasies. We are beings of sexual nature. There's a reason why we have these feelings. I don't know why I need to say that, but I feel like I need to. For you guys, maybe there's a little bit of embarrassment that you're watching a video like this. Oh, please don't be the shy type. Can I just say, your person has a lot of very interesting fantasies, so I sincerely hope you aren't the shy person. Okay, so I'm using 3 decks today. I'm going to try to keep this reading short, but we'll see how we go. You got more cards than the other reading, which usually happens. I feel like there may be a lot of you tuning in, but this is a very specific message, so interesting. The first deck that I'm using is my traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. You would have seen in the spread, your bottom deck energy is the Ace of Pentacles reversed. The second deck that I'm using is my Queen Slipper Playing Cards deck. From the picture that I would have inserted before this reading, you would have seen that you got the 2 of Wands, and I actually saw that as upright. You got the 2 of Wands upright there. The third and final deck that I'm using is just my Destiny cards because they offer short, sweet, and very intuitive messages to me. So Destiny cards, the bottom deck, energy is sincerity. Now, I apologize if I'm talking really fast in your reading. You do have a lot of messages, so I'm going to try to get through them efficiently. And also, I don't want to miss anything as it fleets past. So I'm feeling 2 energies straight off the cuff, okay? Straight off the cuff, your person is into BDSM. Straight off the cuff. They love the dom-sub nature of BDSM. They are somebody you can trust. They want to take time to lay strong foundations before. They're not just the kind of person who likes to do choking and spanking in sex. They do like to take the time to get to know what your needs are, to talk it out, and to really build a strong trust. They want to be reliable, and they want to offer you a space where you can trust them. Now, this is split. So, not all of you, for some of you, the person you're inquiring about would prefer to be the dom, and for others of you, they are the sub. So, just take it as you feel it, I guess. Now, for others of you, again, what I'm feeling is that this person would like to watch you. This person wants to watch you, and I'm seeing toys as well, like a lot, actually. Oh my god. Oh, wow. This 4 of Swords character is quite mischievous, so I'm getting voyeurism if you're into that. There's an element of you know what they're doing. They're not sneaking. This is something that you guys have decided is okay, but I'm getting an element of voyeurism here, like they want to watch you. They do have a weird connection, not weird, but they do have a connection with pain. And they do want to bring that into the bedroom somehow. But again, it's something that you would talk about. It's something that you would ensure is what you both wanted. And if it's not, if it makes you feel unsafe, they would put measures in place to either help you feel safer or to just do something else instead. Because this person has very strong feelings about you with this Ace of Cups. They are really wanting a new beginning with you. So I don't know what happened between you guys recently, but I'm getting a lot of fresh energy. With this Ace of Pentacles reversed, I feel like their overall energy is they want to provide for you, to you. So that, hang on, what do we mean though, Spirit? What do you mean? There's an element of giving to you. Okay, I see. So on one ways, it's very balanced. In this behind the scenes work, there's trust, there's balance, there's respect, there's a lot of love, a lot of caring. I don't want to drop the L word because I feel like for some of you, this connection is very, very new, and the L word might scare some of you, but there's a lot of caring here, and there's a lot of respect. So they want that to be behind the scenes. In the forefront, what they want is very clear roles of like who's in charge and who follows suit type of thing. Yeah, but behind the scenes, they want to work at it and really develop this into something. Very BDSM-esque, you guys. I'm getting intense. There's a taboo nature to this, I'm not going to lie. Their fantasies are quite taboo, in the sense that it's just very specific. It's not in the sense that it's an incest or anything, but like it's very specific, and it's something that they don't share with everyone, especially with this Eight of Cups and the Moon card. There's like a level of judgment here, which is maybe why I had to give you that little spiel about, embracing your sexuality and your desires, because we are beings of sexual nature, and there's a reason why we feel these things. They have okay, wow, interesting. They have like they have a playroom. They have a playroom. I'm sorry, but this is very specific, so I'm sorry if this wasn't what you were looking for, but this is what I'm seeing. They have a playroom. They have ideas. They have things that they want to try with you. It's dark. It feels like a dark room that's very comfortable, surprisingly. Like I can see like a beautiful, comfortable bed and then just like a wall of toys. A lot of paddles. Interesting. A very specific group of people is going to pick this reading. Now, interestingly enough, at the bottom here in the Queen Slipper deck, we have, maybe this is their fantasy though. See, that's the thing. For some of you, this person is set up. They have a dungeon. They have a community that they're a part of. But for others of you, this is their fantasy. They haven't actually had the chance to fully explore this concept with someone, and they're seeing you as the potential partner to do that with. Because at the bottom here, we also have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So I think that this person views you as their perfect counterpart to try something like this with. And there's the Fool down here too, so I'm seeing this in a couple of ways. In one way, they... Oh, wow, really? Goodness. Okay, so in one way, they are wanting to take a leap of faith towards you and be like, hey, not sure if this is something you're into, but would you consider ... follow the lines. On the other side, what I'm feeling with that Fool card is that they want an element of like carefree, no inhibitions. So for some of you, there's a really freeing nature to a fantasy like this for them, and it helps them to escape. It helps them to feel like they don't have to worry about anything. It helps them to feel like they're safe, and they want to explore that further. Their fantasy is to have sex with like no baggage. Everything is planned in a way that they don't have to worry about the risks of it. It's just it's very fun, it's very light, it's very freeing, it's very liberating, and it doesn't carry any baggage. This person, it would be very invested in the aftercare as well. For any of you that, see, listen, I feel like the people who pick this pile, you are curious about BDSM too, surely, otherwise you would have clicked off by now. If you've made it to this part of the video, you're curious. This person, for those of you who are interested, you should explore the aftercare as well if you're not already a part of the BDSM community, because this person would love to take care of you in that way. They want to they've really invested in the whole scene, like the scene itself, and then the aftercare as well, because they are showing as the King of Pentacles. Strong magician energy though, like literally I'm just seeing so many toys. Yes, wow. And it's like this magician card. He's like holding it up, like, ta-da, look what I got. Can we try this next? Like, he's just so excited. But it's coming from a very, like, look at his face. Like, this is a man who's so in control. He's so, and I don't know why I said man. Maybe for most of you it is a divine masculine that you're inquiring about. But this magician card, it's the person who is very much in control, and I feel like they're really quite sincere and trustworthy, reliable. They want spontaneous, aside from BDSM, they want spontaneous sex as well. They while they like to plan and prepare and feel carefree and all of that business of getting all the risks managing all the risks, I do feel like they love spontaneous sex as well. So just surprising them in the middle of the night. Yeah, they have a lot of fantasies in the dark. Like they fantasize about having sex in the dark for some reason, like watching the sun rise and having sex as the sun's coming up. A lot of fantasies about the dark. Why didn't I see that before? Interesting. Wild. Yeah, this is very secretive to them. They don't share this side of them with a lot of people. It's something that they haven't fully embraced yet for most of you. For some of you, for a very small portion of you, they do have a playroom. But for most of you, this is just their fantasy. They haven't had the chance to explore this with anyone yet. I feel like this person is very strong. Like, regardless of physical nature, they're very strong and a very balanced individual. For them to show up as the magician, they've mastered all four suits. They've mastered your swords, they've mastered their emotions, their thoughts, their actions. They're very in control of themselves, and I think they might be quite well off in the material world to be showing as the King of Pentacles here and seeing you as their queen. Yeah, definitely strong dom traits. All right, so we got some specific messages from your person as well. So the bottom deck energy was, again, you guys, another ace. I want a fresh start with you. Now, I perceive this actually as the Ace of Wands. So we got the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and now the Ace of Wands. So this person is very much a master of their craft. They're quite they're quite a strong individual, is what I'm feeling. Like they have mastered a lot of, yeah, their emotions, their thinking, the material world. They're a creator for sure. All right. So the first card that came out for you for channeled messages was "Let Me Have You." And now, you guys, I see this as the Seven of Wands, as in there's like some sort of struggle, there's some sort of fighting, and they're just fighting for you. So again, it gives me very strong BDSM vibes, like that wanting to have control over the situation in some ways, and managing all the risks, and there's some sort of scene where there's a struggle, and then it's like, bam, we're into it. I also see that coinciding with the spontaneity destiny card, so very spontaneous sex, like they just get turned on. It might be in like an elevator, even. Like I'm getting a scene where it is like public, and that voyeurism sense again, like they have to be secretive, and it's in public, so you guys can't be too loud, but there's this intense passion because it's like, oh my god, we're really doing this, like I can't believe we're in the cinema, what the hell. So interesting. And that might be what leads you into this alternative BDSM lifestyle as well, is that you guys share this passion for exciting sex. All right, so the next card we have is the Two of Pentacles. I need more balance. So I feel like this person's life might be a little bit boring. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And that's just my opinion. But I feel their energy saying, like, I just need more excitement in my life. Like, I don't have enough excitement. All I do is work, and all I do is yeah, like I feel like their day-to-day routine can be quite boring, and so they're intrigued. They're intrigued, and they're looking at this as an idea to share with you. So we got the Six of Cups, oddly enough. I know you from somewhere. So for some of you, this person may have been in your life for quite some time, or there is some sort of recognition in your souls. But I do interpret this more so as this person wanting balance. It is equal. You're both respected. You are both equal partners, despite whatever the dynamic be in the sexual act itself. You two come together as two equals, and they have this level of like accepting you for who you are and acknowledging that you deserve to be treated with respect at all times. Like there's a strong feeling of balance here. They want to be very sincere, and they want to make sure that your needs are met. And then the last card was an Ace of Pentacles. I am coming, trust. Oh, wow. Okay, so for some of you, they love when you are vocal. They want you to tell them what you need during sex as well. Like if you're going to come, if you're not going to, what helps you to come, or what helps you feel good about yourself. What for some of you, they want to build your confidence up. They want you to feel confident enough to communicate more effectively. But more so, I'm feeling that they just want an open flow of communication. Yeah. Interesting. All right. Well, pile two, this has been your reading. I hope I hope you enjoyed it. Listen, I know that for some of you, it would have been very shocking, and might give you a lot to think about as your day goes on. But this is what the message I was getting for you guys. So I think a very specific kind of person would have picked this pile. I do have other readings on my channel that can explore the relationship as a whole, or some more other specific concepts. This was one of the first readings I've ever done for sexual fantasies. I haven't even done one on myself, which I should probably do after I do pile 3. If you did like this video, please give it a like. Comment down below if anything resonated, or I just want to hear your thoughts. You guys especially, please reach out. I'm very curious. And tune in to my next reading as well. Look after yourself, and I'll see you next time. Okay, so welcome pile 3. This is your reading if you chose. I haven't been doing this at all. Wow, you're the first pile that I did this. If you chose this rock and the number 3, then this is your reading. Now listen, I hope you took time to have a look at your spread at the beginning of this clip, okay? If not, I do recommend you go back and just have a look at it, because I'm not going to be picking every card up to show you. So if you do need a point of reference, you can go back to that image. Question that we are asking today is, what is your person's sexual fantasy towards you? I'm not going to get into the relationship side of the reading if I can help it. I do have other videos on my channel that can help you with those questions if you do have them. I will get straight into explaining the decks that I'm using. So I'm using my Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and the bottom deck energy for that was the Ace of Wands. I will show you this card. Oh, hello. Holy heck. You have the Ace of Wands here reversed, and straight below that you have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Oh my god. So for a lot of you, what I'm picking up straight away is that this has been a long time coming for this person. Their fantasies, like, there's a motivation for them to make their fantasies real. There's a strong desire to enact these fantasies and to act on them in general. Like, they really want this to ground itself. They want these fantasies to manifest in the real world. And look here, we have the Magician. Okay, wow. Can we just finish telling them the bottom deck energies though first? Okay, and you also have the second deck that I'm using is the Queen Slipper playing cards deck. And on this deck, you have the Queen of Pentacles. My bad. The Queen of Wands, sorry. At the bottom here. This person is very excited. I'm getting all tongue twisted. I'm talking really fast. I apologize, but a lot of messages coming through for you. This person is very excited. Bottom deck energy for the Destiny cards that I'm using is Enthusiasm. Ooh, and Prudence. Oh, wow. So I feel like this person is held back on how they feel and with their actions in the past. that prudence card wanting to come out. Like, I feel like these fantasies are very much fantasies to them. Like, they're just fantasies. They haven't had the chance to act on them. And they really want that to happen. They really want to turn this into a reality is what I'm feeling. All right, so what I'm feeling in a general energy is that this person wants to offer. Like, they feel like they need to present themselves to you. That's a bit precious, really. They feel like they need to present themselves to you. Like, they have to make you aware of their presence, and they have to make themselves a viable option for you. They see themselves as an option for you. Like, they don't see themselves as your only option or your sole choice, but they see that they have to, like, just get themselves out there and to be around you so that you see them in this way. For many of you, they don't know how you feel, but they feel a strong chemistry towards you. They feel very strong chemistry. They just want to make you happy is what I'm feeling. Like, when they get the chance to be with you, they will do whatever they need to make you happy and to make you want to do it with them again. Sex-wise, I do see toys, you guys. I see, like, vibrators. I see butt plugs for some of you if that's what you're into. I see lube. Like, they're anything. They're willing to try toys with you if that's what helps you feel satisfied. They're attracted to the idea that sex can bring you closer in another way. Like, they're quite a physical person, I feel. And their emotions are very much tied in with sex. Like, that's how they express themselves. We have a lot of wands in the tarot cards, but in the Queen Slipper playing cards, there's a lot of cups. We have the King of Cups, we have the Seven of Cups, we have the Eight of Cups, we have the Ace. So I do feel like this person's emotions are heavily tied in with sex for them. That's how they express themselves. They've told themselves that if they just get the chance to have sex with you, then you'll want to be in a relationship with them. Like, for some of you, I'm feeling that. Like, you're not in a relationship with this person. They see sex as the way of igniting that relationship, of sparking that relationship. Maybe you had the chance to have sex in the past. With that Ace of Wands reversed, it can indicate, like, a false start. So maybe they want to kind of, like, make up for some shitty sex that might have happened in the past. This is very much a secret, though. Like, I think for some of you, I'm seeing that it's a hidden love. Like, they haven't had the chance to express any of this to you, and they do feel like they need to present themselves to you. For many of you, this is something that they are really manifesting into their lives. All right, so what else can we tell them, Spirit? They fantasize about you a lot, and they see you as having a lot of options. They want to be your main option with this King of Cups and the Queen Slipper deck, but they see you as having a lot of options. This person may watch you from afar a lot, is what I'm feeling with that Eight of Cups. Like, I'm getting that picture of the traditional tarot, Rider-Waite tarot, and he's, like, walking up the mountains and the moon's looking at him. Like, I feel like this person watches you a lot. And it's not like, they don't see it as being in a creepy way. They see it more as, like, they're just lusting over you in general. This person craves being close to you. All right, so what else can we tell them, Spirit? Yes, we do. We have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands out here. So we do have a match there. They're curious about you, you guys. They're curious. On one way, they really, really, really just want to have that moment of being intimate and passionate with you. But on the other side, they recognize you as a counterpart and an equal. Oh, yes, we have all of this. All right, so confidence, adventure, acceptance, efficiency, and authenticity. Wow. Wow, yes, how did I miss it? Okay, so I don't know why. It's not that this person doesn't feel good enough for you, because they see themselves as kings. They come across as being quite confident, but for whatever reason, they feel like they haven't had the opportunity to show you that. And they really want to... Oh, wow, okay. They really want to have fun with you outdoors, I'm feeling, with that adventure. I just got this picture of, like, sex on the beach. of like whisking away for like a romantic sort of getaway type of thing, or just spending time together in general. And maybe it's because most of us can't go outside at the moment that we're all thinking like this, but they have this image of being outdoors with you and you're just sort of having fun, enjoying the sun, and then it just turns into this passionate moment together. Yeah, I'm getting like a lot of hand action, you guys, like a lot of hands. Like there's hands on this one, there's hands on this, there's so many hands on this one. So they might like hand jobs, I don't know. They might just love hands in general. Without sounding weird. Yeah, there's acceptance here again. So they have this feeling that if they get the option, the opportunity to have sex with you, you'll accept them as a relationship, as a romantic partner on other levels. Wow, very keen to rush in. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't hear from this person. Like this is just their sexual energy, but I'm picking up like just a lot of excitement in general, and that enthusiasm card, and with the Knight of Swords, like I feel like this person just really wants to rush in. A clue for some of you guys might be that this person is quite creative. They're good with their hands in general. They're quite passionate in general as well. All right, so what else can we tell them? Yeah, going back to that loop, they have fantasies about coming as well, like just a lot of cum everywhere. They have some of you very specifically, a fantasy is just being able to like share each other's juices, whatever that means. Very specific, because this Ace of Cups is here too, like overflowing with juice is what I'm feeling. Strange. I won't judge, I'm just here to pass the messages on. Okay, so this 10 of Wands reverse, Spirit. This is something they've been carrying for a while. It's been a little bit burdensome for them. They just want to release the load. Oh, that goes both ways. So for some of you, this person is very abstinent at the moment, and they see you as the person that they would choose if they could have anyone. They would choose you to have sex with. So some of you, this person thinks about you when they do masturbate. For most of you, sorry. For nearly everyone that picked this pile, this person thinks about you when they masturbate. Okay. Hanged Man reversed. Is there anything specific we can pass on about that, Spirit? Watching again. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, so this is very... And again, if you aren't 18, you shouldn't be here. Face sitting. They want you to sit on their face. But also, watching. Again, I'm getting watching. Like, they just want to watch you. They want to admire you. This person adores you. This person thinks of you very highly. Okay, so I'm going to go into some of the messages for you. So I do have some written messages for you. The bottom deck energy for these messages is the 9 of Pentacles. You are so beautiful. Why do you need me? Okay, so for some of you, this person is struggling with getting your attention, basically. I don't think they're naturally an insecure person. I think they're actually quite confident. I feel like this person comes across as very genuine of a character, a very sexual energy though. So maybe they do come across, when you first meet them, they might seem to be very flirty, very casual, but actually this person is very interested in you specifically. Like, I don't see them with anyone else right now. And they do see you as very, very beautiful, very attractive. Okay, so first message is I'm ready, which is actually my Fool card. So for some of you, this person just wants to dive in. Like, they almost haven't thought it through as like a full ritual. Like, the sex is just going to be like initiation, essentially, to get you two together, basically. And I see that one of their specific fantasies is just like rushing in and having a quickie with you somewhere where it's unlikely because you haven't seen each other in a while, maybe for most of you. They just want to be with you in that way, in a very rushed sort of way. And then it's like, that wouldn't be the end though. Like there would be another chance and then you'd be in each other's lives after that. Maybe not forever, but like you'd be seeing each other more regularly. So he'd have the opportunity to offer more after that. But for some of you, their fantasy is just rushing in and having a quickie with you. I see it happening in a public setting for some reason. So it might be a little while if you're currently in lockdown or isolation. That's their fantasy, is they want to have a quickie with you in a public situation. All right, so we have, do you even see me that way? And this is actually my 7 of Cups. There's a bit of confusion here over how you perceive them. They really don't know. They see you as having all these choices and they want to make themselves very available to you. They want you to know that they're interested in you and they want you to see them as an option. They feel like they didn't have the chance to make that clear in the past when they were interacting with you. And we also have, my life started when I met you. So this is actually my, my 2 of Cups card. Oh gosh, I've got like indigestion or some hiccups now, damn. All right, my life started when I met you. So for a lot of you, you've sparked something in them that they haven't felt in a while. You initiated romantic feelings. And I think for this person, it's been a little while since they considered themselves ready to be in a relationship. And so they're very curious about you and they really want to make themselves available to you as an option. They recognize you and they may have met you in a group setting. I feel like friends were involved, like you were with friends or they were with friends, and like you might have had mutual friends and that's how they came to know you. And now they just really want to take things to another level. I do feel that just to be around you, they're going to try to present themselves as being a friend, like if that helps them to spend more time with you, but they don't want you to friend zone them at all, and they're going to make it very clear that they see you as more than a friend. But they're going to be there for you as a friend, if that makes sense. So very caring is what I'm feeling. Like they want to make themselves very available to you as someone who you can depend on. And again, another 9. Now, I actually see this again as the 9 of Pentacles. I have a couple of 9 of Pentacles cards in this deck. There's over 100 cards, though. So this came out twice. I have never imagined so much perfection. So they do see you as somebody who is in her zone, like you're in your element. The 9 of Pentacles, you're very beautiful, you're very attractive, you're somebody who they see a lot of people like lusting over you and fantasizing about you and seeing you as this strong, independent person. And I do feel like they want to be able to change that. They want to be able to tell you that they recognize your worth and they see you as a very, very potential match. Okay, so pile 3, that is all I'm seeing for you. If this reading resonated, or I guess it's a fantasy reading, so you don't really know if it resonates, but if you do like it, give it a like down below and do leave a comment. Let me know what was interesting for you. I do have my Instagram linked in the description below as well if you'd like to keep in contact that way. Otherwise, please check out my other readings and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.